Millions of people have studied in the United Kingdom before you, and they have made same high and low mistake. So it's good for you to know some of these mistakes and learn from it, because it's not good that you keep repeating the same mistake year in, year out. So if this interests you, or if you're someone who's been planning to come to the United Kingdom as a student, or even in the future, watch this video to the very end, because I'll be sharing with you some of the mistakes that international students have made in the UK, and also applies to other countries if you're going there as an international student, so you can learn some of this mistake and ensure that it doesn't happen again. Hello again, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaka, but you can call me Miss Mac. If it's your first time of seeing my channel, do well to smash the subscribe button so you can be a part of my local community. On this channel, I share immigration tips and also give advice to students when they're making their applications coming to the country. I know general information that can just help you on my channel. So if this sounds interesting, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, share with a friend, and just be a part of this community. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know I appreciate you. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the growth of our subscribers, because I see so many newbies. Thank you guys, I appreciate the love and I hope to do better. Today we'll be discussing some of the mistakes that international students have made in the UK, how we can actually avoid this. Now, nobody's above mistake, but there are some mistakes that are too there, or there are some mistakes that are avoidable. So today we're discussing the few I can remember, so you can learn from it and try and circumvent such events if it comes your way. Now, the very first on my list is not applying for the right student visa. Now, every student who has gotten admission to come to the UK to study must apply for a visa. But what most people fail to understand is that there are two types of student visa. The very first is the short-term study visa, and the second is the student route visa. Now, the short study visa are for people who are coming to take part in language courses which span for 6 to 11 months, or for a project research, or for a top-up degree. Now, this is what they call the short-term study visa. Now, with the student route visa, these are visas that are supposed to be used by undergraduates or people who are coming for higher level program, such as the master's program and the PhD. Now, this is the type of visa that you need if you're coming into the country for a master's degree. It's known as the student route visa. And with the student route visa, you can actually apply if you've gotten an unconditional offer from your institution. You can apply 6 months ahead of time if you're applying from outside the United Kingdom. And before COVID happened, you can actually get a decision within 3 weeks. But you can only come into the country if you're doing a course more than 9 months, a month ahead of your course. You're not allowed to come in before then, although it's going to be stamped in your visa so you can see it clearly and understand what I'm talking about. And also, if you're applying from within the UK, you must do that 3 months before your course commences and before your current visa expires. And usually you get a decision within 8 weeks. So that's the difference between both types of visa. Now, the very second on my list is not knowing the career options available for your courses. Sometimes we go for courses we do not understand. Maybe someone somewhere has told us that this type of course is also going to be good. I'll share an experience with you. During my undergraduate course, I did human resources. Well, I never knew anything about human resources. I'd done diploma in law and I needed to further my education. I was going to another country and someone told me, then do human resources. Like, there are jobs available for you anytime, any day. It's very good. The mistake I made was I never read up about human resources. I just did the course and I came out with wonderful grades, but I never practiced. For 5 years, I was in an organization. I did something entirely different that never related to human resources. And if you ask me today, do I want to have a career as a human resource personnel? The answer is no. Human resources is good, but I would not want to. Currently, I also have certification for IT courses, which I also find interesting. And also where I worked in the past, these are things I've learned over time. And I would have loved to have them as my undergraduate than what I did for my undergraduate. So you need to know what the career options are for you before you choose a particular course. Now, if you're doing your bachelor's, that's your undergrad, well, some mistakes are excusable. But however, now that informations are in the open, it's good that as an undergraduate, you know what you want to do. So that when you climb higher, then you know that you're in the right path. So that you don't end up doing a particular course after paying so much money to come to the UK, your air ticket and everything. And at the end, you don't know what you're going to do, what career options are available for a course you've done, or where you should be looking for jobs. These are mistakes that people make. So do something that you know that you're going to be fulfilled in, something that you really want to do, something that you feel like when you follow that path, you're going to excel in it, and not because someone has told you to do with IT because it pays better. So these are some of the mistakes that people make. So you need to know your career options for the particular course you intend to do when you come into the country as an international student. The very next on my list is failing to build professional network. Professional network is more like sharing information and opportunities. When I came to the UK some years back, I never knew what LinkedIn was all about. Yes, it was as bad as that. And then I got a scholarship by the UK government to do a course in IT. The only good thing was that the person who I took as a mentor was able to guide me and told I needed to have a LinkedIn account, which I eventually did. When I had my LinkedIn account, I was able to now link up with other people in the same profession, both in UK and in Nigeria. So I joined groups and met people from different countries so I could ask people questions. It's so good that when you're even looking for a job opportunity, LinkedIn is your go-to plug for job opportunities, especially if you're thinking of switching from a tier 4 student visa to a tier 2 student visa. Also, in the case of students who have met in the past that switched from tier 4 to tier 2, they always tell me that LinkedIn is really, really good. Now, aside from professional networking via LinkedIn, we also talk about seminars and webinars in your school organized by your lecturers. Now, as an international student, it's good for you to take out time to meet people because there can be experts coming there, spokesperson from different background, and who knows, you might be meeting your next boss there. So it's always good to network professionally with your colleagues, with anybody you find around you, your lecturers, which are your first point of contact, because you don't know where you're going to see yourself tomorrow. Also, the very next on my list is not trying to relate with people from other languages and nationalities. Sometimes we limit ourselves because we are from a particular country and then want to relate more with people from our country because we feel like they understand us better. But coming to the UK has given you the opportunity to see the world from a different perspective, learn from other nationalities, learn their cultures, relate with them. Now, aside from relating with them and trying to build a relationship, these people can actually help you sometime in future, and it helps you to build your people skill. Because if you're planning to land yourself a job in an international organization, you need to learn to relate with people, because before you resume your office for the very first day, it's expected that you have a social relationship with people as someone who's an international student. So right from the very good go, learn other people's culture, relate with them, just be very social and understand one or two things from them, because employers like people who are very social. So when you come into an organization, don't just restrict yourself and not be a team player. The moment you can be able to relate with people, this automatically makes you a team player, and then you deliver in whatever organization you find yourself. Another mistake that international students make in the UK is always thinking that the post-study work visa, which gives you extra 2 years, is always the solution. The post-study work visa is actually a good thing because it gives you ample opportunity to work harder, earn more money, and use the opportunity to look for a job that could likely sponsor your visa. But people always think that this is the ultimate solution. No. Now, there are persons who have actually landed a job just right after they graduated or even before they graduated, and they never had to use the post-study work visa. Now, you need to actively, when I say actively, right from when you resume, start knowing what it is, what your career options are, what you want to do, and where you want to be. Then you actively look for jobs, look for certifications. It's always good to do free certification courses, add up to your CV, so that before you graduate, you can actually get yourself a very good job. Now, you don't need the post-study work visa, but the people who rely on that and have that at the back of their mind that they have extra 2 years might end up just working, and at the end of the day, you find yourself going back to your home country. So you need to put that at the back of your mind that the post-study work visa is not the ultimate solution. You need to get a job if that is what you want. But if, of course, you just want to work for 2 years and go back to your country, that is also fine. Then also, the United Kingdom has afforded students the opportunity to work 20 hours and extra hours during holidays, except those who are working with NHS. However, it has been noted that students find it difficult to strike a balance between studying and working. It's always good for you to find a balance. Now, a recent case of a student, an international student, was sent back and the tier 4 visa withdrawn. Why? He was working and kept deferring his studies because he wanted to earn more money. Now, it's understandable that you're self-funding your tuition fee. That is why most schools give you very good payment plan, but it's always good to strike a balance, because when you abuse this right and you keep working just because you want to enrich your pocket, now something like this can actually happen where you're sent back. He was actually given 72 hours to leave the United Kingdom. So you don't want to be in that shoes. Work and study, find a balance, and during holiday you can work as much as you want, because if you keep making this mistake, not only going to affect your study, it might put you in trouble, and I'm sure we do not want that for ourselves. Because a good grade is also going to help you know what you need to do, plan yourself, and then land a very good job. And the very last on my list is doing a course because you think it's going to get you a tier 2 skilled worker job. That's a very smart move. Now, we have something called the shortage occupation list, where you can see the list of occupations in short supply. Now, let's take this for an example. Now, let's say IT is in short supply and you decide that you want to do IT because you feel like it's going to automatically land you a job. I think that's a mistake. The fact that Mr. A landed a very good job doing IT doesn't mean that Mr. B will land a job doing the same course. This is because we are all different. Now, aside from our qualification, work experience comes to play, skills come to play, leadership comes to play, and every other thing comes to play. So do not do a job because they told you it will land you a job. There's so many people too with the same degree, but not every one of them got a job. So don't make that mistake. Do what works for you. Do something maybe because you want to learn a new skill. Do something because that is what you always wanted to do. Do something because you like that particular course and you feel like you're going to excel in it. Don't do a course because you think, and I can assure you that every other course is good and there are jobs for every other course. So do what you know that your heart wants to do, and the rest is going to happen as it is. So guys, these are the few I can actually remember now. If I remember any other, I could leave it in the comment section. So you can do well to check the comment section, and if you have more, you can share with others by leaving it in the comment section. Thank you all for watching my videos, and if you're a newbie, if you're seeing my channel for the very first time, once more, my name is Amaka, but I like to be called Miss Maki. Do well to click on the subscribe button and be a part of my local community, because I share tips here that can help you migrate to the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for watching my video, and see you guys in my next video.